No matter what you have been exposed to that calls itself Christianity, if it does not resemble Jesus Christ, it's a sham religion. Do not listen to those false professors who come to you like wolves in sheep's clothing. It's your own responsibility to pray to God that He might reveal Himself to you. If you are already born again, keep your eyes on Jesus Christ. Study and obey His word. Separate yourself from everything that's not like Christ. Trust and obey God and ignore all the contrary voices, all the influences and all the temptations that are not like Christ. Every child of God can defeat the world, and our faith is what gives us the victory. Jesus said, "So I say to you, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you." Ask, seek, knock. Faith is what gives us the victory. But if some have been turned off because of the Christian charlatans and hypocrites and the frauds and the phonies all around you, I got a few more things to tell you. God sanctified Christian ministers do not perform same-sex marriage. God sanctified Christian ministers do not abuse children. God sanctified Christian ministers do not cheat on their wives. God sanctified Christian ministers do not look at pornography. God sanctified Christian ministers do not go to casinos and gamble. God's Christian sanctified ministers are not addicted to worldly entertainment. God's sanctified Christian ministers do not fleece the flock of God. God's sanctified Christian ministers do not accumulate worldly riches. God's sanctified Christian ministers do not need more than one home. God's sanctified Christian ministers don't need a car that costs over $20,000. God's sanctified Christian ministers do not need retirement funds because they're not retiring. They're going to heaven. God's Christian sanctified ministers walk as Jesus walked. They're pure and they're holy and they're above reproach. Now by this we know that we know Him, if we keep His commandments. Any minister that's preaching something other than God's commandments is a servant of the devil. They're not a servant of Christ. But whoever keeps His word, truly the love of God is perfected in him. And by this we know that we are in Him. He who says he abides in Him ought himself also to walk just as He walked. By testing yourselves and others, you'll know if the life of Christ lives inside you.